So I know you're saying, Michael, why are you out and about? That's because I'm going to work right now, and at work I'm considered an essential worker. It makes me feel so important, but in all reality, I'm a no one. So I'm going to work right now, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. So I stopped by Home Depot and I stopped at Dollar Tree to get some containers like this and some concrete, so that way I can make my own dumbbells. And Julie came to visit me as well because we're doing a tutorial on how to make your own dumbbells. So look at this, she spray painted this. Look at that. Looks legit, right? And this was from scratch. So we did this and cement, drill, cement. So yeah, you'll see. So yeah, you'll see that video. Huh?
You're like cement, and cement.
So yeah, you'll see that video. Okay, so here's the update on COVID-19. So we are now required to wear a mask when we go outside, and it has to make sure that you cover your nose and your mouth. That's why I have one of these. I freaking love this thing. And it really sucks because the cases actually jumped to 300 more than last week. We are now at 711 cases here in Orange County. Plus, I can't tell if you can actually hear me through this. I also can't breathe. That's also a symptom of COVID-19. But it's the mask. But yeah, just like every video that I do for this coronavirus update is that it's just getting worse. But I don't know if it's actually really getting worse. I mean, the thing is that there are more cases now, but it's not like maybe... So here's a few things, right? So maybe it's not that more people are getting infected, it's just that more people are now getting tested of people who are already infected. But then at the same time, those people that were infected probably have now infected more people. Man, this is getting crazy. The thing, and again, I do say this in every single video, I really wish all this could just end because my trip is now probably already maybe already canceled. But I mean, it's still okay. It's better safe than sorry. And plus, postponing is not a big deal. Plus, I don't want to be on here and just talk about COVID-19 and making our lives even more miserable than it already is. So let's just change the topic and let's talk about Love is Blind. First of all, what a great show. I freaking love that show so much. Have you seen the show before? If you have not seen the show, do not continue watching this video because I just want to discuss it. I want to know your guys' thoughts. And I'm going to ruin it for you if you haven't watched the show. So go watch the show, come back, and then we can discuss it. Whatever your thoughts are on Love is Blind, make sure to comment down below and just say whatever you have to say about the show because I want to hear all your guys' thoughts. For the ones that already finished the show, let's talk about it. I really want to know who was your favorite couple, who was your favorite person, who did you hate the most, anything really. Okay, so my favorite couple was Lauren and Cameron. The best freaking couple, the best freaking team ever, right there. You know, I have to give it up to Cameron. The way he handled everything and talking to Lauren's dad, perfect answers, and he just did such a great job. He was just so calm and he was really awesome with everything. I would have been super nervous. I would have gone through it in almost the same ways, but you would have been able to tell my nervousness, but he was just calm, like, man, good job, man. And it was so funny when Lauren was there too, and as the dad and Cameron were talking, and she's just like, I'm gonna just leave you guys talking. In my head I was going, what the heck? It could have, I would have been so nervous if I was Cameron, like, oh no, I need you by my side. But yeah, he did such a good job, even though she left and it was just one-on-one. I think that's actually pretty good too, and yeah, he did good. But yeah, that's my favorite couple. Who was my favorite person? Janina. I freaking love her so much. Second place would be Amber. She's pretty cool too. But Janina, oh my god, she's so crazy, but I freaking love her. Even though Janina has a really bad attitude and just the way that she talks to people is very like abusive or aggressive, I wouldn't mind if she talked to me like that. I really wouldn't mind. I mean, she could talk to me like that all day. But yeah, she's one of my favorite people there. And the really funny thing is I actually follow her on Instagram too, and I comment like every single post. So if you see like her pictures and you see her comments, you're gonna see me there. And who did I hate the most? I just don't even want to say the name. I freaking hate Jessica so much. I just didn't like the fact how Jessica treated Mark. She treated him pretty mean and she kind of pushed him away a lot. And he suffered through that. But she did whatever she could to talk to Barnett. Barnett, right? I think that's his name. Or that, I don't even know that's how you say it. But yeah, so Barnett. Every time there was like a hangout with all of them, Jessica would talk to Barnett. right away, and I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be so much drama, it's gonna cause so much issues and problems. And yeah, she really wanted him so badly. And it's so funny how Jessica played victim all the time, and every time she talked to Barnett, she made it seem like, oh, you should just choose me, or I know I made a mistake. Basically, she regrets it. She really wanted to be with Barnett. And it's so funny because as soon as Jessica and Barnett finished talking, and then Jessica went back with Mark, and they were playing, like, I think beer pong or whatever, and they were playing, the two couples were playing against each other, and all of a sudden Jessica was being lovey-dovey with Mark and like jumping on him, and even his face was like, what the heck? Oh, why do you love me now? And she only does that when Barnett's around. Like, she was just trying to make him jealous, and that was something that I really hated about Jessica. Well, that's not one of the things I hate about Jessica. There's just a lot of things with that girl. And it's so cool that once the weddings start to happen and they walk down the aisle, they do this whole thing, and then they either say I do or I don't. And I'm so glad Jessica said no to Mark, because yes, Mark was really crushed by it, but you know what? He got lucky with that one. Good thing she said no, because he would have suffered a lot. And then when they showed Janina and whatever that other guy's name was, when they walk up and then they start to say their I do's or whatever, and when she said I do, I was going, oh no, that sucks. And then the guy was like, I don't want to marry you. I was shocked, but I was going, yes, she's still available for me. But then after the show and all that stuff, I followed her on Instagram and I saw that they're still together. Well, actually, I saw that in the reunion too. I was so pissed and so devastated, but I mean, it is what it is. And then when Janina left the wedding and she was so sad and she left and she was like running away. And then when I saw her slip, I just wanted to pick her up and hold her. But man, she's strong. She just got up and still walked it off. Okay, now let's go to the beginning of the show. There was two people that I wish they would have made it through, and I remember towards the end I was going, hey, whatever happened to that one guy that said he was a virgin? So yeah, the guy's name was Taylor that mentioned that he was a virgin, and that was at the beginning of the show when this guy named Wesley, and I'll talk about him later because I relate to him, and he was saying, is anybody here a virgin? And then Taylor raises his hand. And yeah, I really wanted to know more. I really wanted to see him with somebody else and just go throughout the whole show to see what would happen, because I mean that would have been pretty good for the show. And you know who Taylor matched up perfectly with and they paired up? Is with our favorite girl, Jessica. Yeah, so I think it would have been so cool to see Taylor the virgin with Jessica and just go all the way throughout the whole show. I think it would have been super entertaining. And the second thing about this is that they put him in an episode, just one episode or maybe 2 episodes, and then you never heard from him ever again. He basically announced, hey, I'm a virgin, to millions of people out there viewing this, and then they said, you're out. What the heck? They should have gave him a chance. So the next guy I want to talk about is Wesley. So the reason I want to talk about him is because I relate to him, and also he was on the first episode. I don't know if he went to the second episode, but the same thing what happened with Taylor. They just said a few things and then you're out. So the reason Wesley was on the show is because he's a very short guy. I'm a very short guy, and obviously he just, since it's through emotional connection, it was perfect for him before they saw him. But the downfalls between me and him is that even though that wall is there and you guys connect emotionally, like, yeah, maybe I can have that connection, but when they see me, they're like, where's the rest of you? So either way, it wouldn't have worked out for me even if I was on the show, and I don't know if it would have worked out with Wesley on the show. But that's why they probably just kept him for an episode or 2 and then they said, you're out. But I think that him being on the show and if he went all the way through, it would have been super funny and it would have been super awesome. But yeah, those are my thoughts and my discussion with Love is Blind. Really good show. I really hope that there's a season 2. I'm pretty sure there will be because this was freaking awesome. I'm addicted. I'll be waiting for season 2. Actually, I would love to be in season 2 since they didn't put Wesley as a short guy in it. I would like to be the short guy there. But maybe they'll do the same thing to me. I'll probably be in the first episode, maybe not even the second episode, and they're gonna say, you're out. Which I'd still be okay with. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on Love is Blind. Comment down below, say anything you want to say about it. It can be anything at all. I'll respond. I think it would be so cool to have these conversations. Also, if you have any recommendations on Netflix shows, make sure to comment down below so I can watch them during this quarantine. I really hope that talking about Love is Blind got your mind off COVID-19 and everything that's been happening in the world right now. And yeah, let's have more discussions on other shows and other things. So yeah, make sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this. Make sure to stay safe, stay indoors, wear a face mask if you go outside. And yeah. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.